So, yeah, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Paige, who had her worst game of her career. I will be very, very blunt about it. The worst game of her career by quite a decent amount. Um, Look, I'm not out here going to pretend that Paige Bueckers wasn't horrifically awful today. She was terrible. She was absolutely terrible, and it is one of those things where like there were times in the game where she absolutely things could have changed. She got a bullshit tech called for her. She absolutely got a one of the most BS techs I've ever seen. Like she got fouled and it wasn't really a foul, and then she just clapped almost in celebration. And they they decided to tear up. And I'm like, really? Really? Um it was a bit of a rough one. The tech was crazy, but again, we literally saw Caitlin Clark get flagrant foul for a moving screen. Like, it is one of those calls. But I get it. She just did not. She didn't look herself. She was missing shots, and she was literally she was passing up open shots as well at times. I saw one. There was one time where she literally there's no one within 10 feet of her, and she has a chance to shoot the three, and she just kind of pump fakes it and drives to nowhere. She pump fakes it and drives to nowhere, and you're just like, are you joking me? Are you actually joking me? Paige, there are times where it's like, Paige, I found it here. I was trying to see where I could find it because I only watch clips. I only watch bits and pieces. I watched 3 minute spells here, 3 minute spells there. I'm like, where was she getting her shots? But this is the type of thing that frustrates you with Paige because you know everyone knows how talented a scorer she is. Like, she's trying to score on Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard's doing a fantastic job on defense. Ryan Howard leaves her. She didn't take this shot. 60% 3-point shooter on the season. Did not take this shot. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. I don't want anyone to quote percentages. I don't want anybody to start quoting percentages at me. I don't want anyone to say, oh, look, she shoots. She shoots 60% from three. I don't want to see anyone quoting percentages when she is this wide open. And instead of shooting the ball, decides she's going to pump fake, drive in, and break up a midi. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see any more graphics with percentages and a talk about efficiency. I'm going to tweet that. I don't want to see any more graphics with percentages or talk about efficiency when this off the catch and shoot is a type of shot she's passing up. There's no way. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it anymore. I actually don't. And by the way, I've said this and I stand by it. Paige Bueckers is the most skilled scorer in the WNBA. She is. There's nobody that can score like Paige in as many different ways as Paige. There's nobody. There is nobody that can. She's currently averaging 4 points per game less than Caitlin Clark. And for people being like, oh, but she takes way less shots while her team has less wins. So maybe shoot more. For people being like, oh, but she shoots less. Well, whose fault is that? That's only Paige's fault. The reason Paige shooting, what is it? 10 shots a game or 12 shots a game. That's only Paige's fault. It is only Paige's fault. She is the person who is deciding to not shoot the ball. It's her fault and her fault alone. And it is people that don't understand basketball are like are almost bigging up the passiveness, which is the one flaw in her game. And again, I genuinely do think if Paige had people around her, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because we don't know. We don't know how much online discourse affects anything. But like, let's just say hypothetically, the online discourse around Paige is actually like what she's listening to, where it's like, oh, you know, she's the efficiency. It's all about efficiency. Look at the efficiency. She's so focused on that. She's just, and I know she shot badly today. It negatively affects her game. She plays tense whenever things aren't going well in a game. You just know she's not gonna go win the game when her team's losing. Like, if her team is losing, like, and by the way, this is a 1-point game in the fourth quarter. Like, to act like this wasn't a big time game. Like, take a look at the Game Pass. The Dallas Wings, with 7:35 to go, took the lead from Odyssey Sims. Paige Bueckers, and then what happens after they take the lead? How many shots does Paige Bueckers take the rest of the way after they get the lead? And this is a real question. And like, I just watched them again. I watched Atlanta outplay them. I watched Atlanta absolutely just outplay them. This was not Paige Bueckers' fault. Arike was worse. At least Paige passed the ball. But like, they get the lead from Odyssey Sims. Ryan Howard bucket, Alicia Gray bucket. Paige misses a 3. Alicia Gray bucket. Paige misses. Okay. At least Paige gets them. Arike enters the game for Odyssey Sims. Then it goes to shit. So Paige missed those 2 shots. Paige missed a 3. Down 13. And yeah, it is what it is. Like, we do have, in fairness, at least she shot the ball a bit. Again, I watched the game and it wasn't like she was chucking. It wasn't like she was out there chucking late. And in fairness, she did shoot a lot of shots in that fourth quarter that I skim watched through the game. Didn't think she shot that many. Obviously. My eyes lied, I guess. But she might be the woke clutch player. Like, they were 64-63 up and they got blown out because they brought back on their starters. She might, or not even starters. They took off Odyssey Sims and brought on Paige and Arike. Like, Paige might be based on how good they are as a player, she might be the woke clutch player. Like, what? Like, genuinely. Like, again, she had the worst game of her career. And again, a non-factor in the fourth quarter. Non-factor. In a day where, by the way, obviously, a lot of the whole Paige discourse is always Paige versus Caitlin. In a day where Caitlin didn't have a good end to the game. In a day where Caitlin did not have a good end to the game. You're still looking at Caitlin with a significantly better end to the game than Paige. Because Paige might be the woke. She might be the clutch time woke. And for somebody that has the potential to be the best scorer the most skilled scorer in history, like, when it comes down to it, until she becomes better when the game matters, I'm not elevating Paige above. Her skill might get her into top 5. But we're seeing the demon, Caitlin, come back out. I'm not elevating Paige above the demon. And I don't think anyone can elevate Paige above the demon until she shows that she's not the worst clutch time player based on how good she is as a player. There's obviously worse players in clutch, but like, worse clutch in comparison to how they are in the non-clutch, possibly in the history of basketball. Like, it's bad. It's real bad.